Hello, my friends. This is Rhea Michelle, and welcome to yet another day that God has blessed us with. I'm going to be doing my first installation of Cheffin Up With Shawty. So you guys are going to see me make some steak fajitas tonight. I'm going to be making those with some Spanish rice as well as some beans and some corn. So stay tuned so you can see how to make that next. And I hope you guys enjoy. Just doing a little setup here. So I am in Bible study, so I have them in my ear here. So if you guys hear me make any comments, or if I don't stop talk for a while, just know that I'm listening to Bible study, because I am trying to do both at the same time, because I gotta get the word and I also have to make dinner. So I'm just gonna do all of that together, okay? So we're gonna start out with our rice. I do have some jasmine rice here. So I'm gonna put in some, I don't know, I really love this garlic salt seasoning, so I'm gonna put that in there. All right guys, so to turn the rice yellow, I'm gonna use some jollof rice. And I'm also, some jollof rice seasoning, which I know is African, but it's gonna work out, okay? This is some good stuff. And then of course a little bit of this, because this is already salty enough. I also am going to be doing the easy way out with the corn and the beans. Look, make your life easy, okay? There's no need to sit here and try to do all this extra stuff, getting the corn on the cob and peeling it off and all that stuff. That's too much. Soaking the dry beans in the water all day to try to get them soft. That's We are on a time constraint. We just want to make dinner really quick. Another thing I also did, got this from Walmart, already seasoned sirloin strips for fajitas. Done. So I chopped up, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I chopped up here the red onions, the green peppers, and some plantains. We're gonna fry that all up. This is gonna be fried separately. This is gonna be fried in the pan with the fajitas. I'm gonna go ahead and fry the plantains now, because honestly it's better to just go ahead and fry this. It's more sanitary than to do that, because I'm just gonna go ahead and put it all in the same pan. That way we'll have a little bit of a sweet flavor that's gonna be going on with all the flavors we're mixing together with the beef, the onions, and the peppers. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that. I have already sprayed my pan. It's non-stick, but I like to do a little bit more. So I just line that up in there. Alright, so I want you guys to see what we're looking like. I have all the plantains here, and I have the rice here, and I have my chopped vegetables here. This is my Bible study. Alright, so I'm just gonna set the temperature up a little high to get it hot. This is a cool pan that I got as a gift, where the light here, well, not really a light, but a color sensor, is kind of like the mood rings. It turns red when it's hot. Okay. Okay, so just so you guys can see, I'm going to be liberal about this. And not too much of this, because like I said, I don't want it to be crazy salty. Okay. I'm gonna use some of this. Normally I use coconut milk, but today we're gonna be quick. Okay. And I'm gonna also add some of these parsley flakes, just so we have a little bit of, I don't know, like the herb look to it. Just trying to make it look like I slaved over this stove. Girl, please. Ain't nobody slaving over a stove tonight. Okay. Okay, that should be enough. spoon here. So they're talking about in Bible study things that you can do prior to the year's end, because the year ain't over yet. We are in December. Today is December 1st for us. So please use this last month wisely. Make changes that you need to make. Do things that you've been procrastinating on, because no need to wait until 2020 to do stuff, or 2021 to do stuff. We still have a whole 31 days, okay? And like Pastor is saying, God has a lot of things that he wants us to do. Don't be afraid to let him do it. Alright. So here we are. We have our... You see how the water has changed because the jollof seasoning makes it change that color. It looks orange on camera, but it's really more of like a yellow broth kind of color. We got our plantains going here. Today we're going to be using these tortillas. You guys can use any tacos or tortillas you want, okay? This is just something quick where we can pop it in our toaster oven, which is right here. Make it a little crispy and then put all our stuff there. Alright, I'm going to turn the volume. I'm going to turn the heat down on the stove. We don't want our plantains to burn. And I don't know about you guys, but I really like to have a sweet, salty flavor of my plantains. So with the sweet plantains, I have some sea salt that I put on it. So just in case you can't see. Very little. Alright, so my flash just went out, so I'm gonna be recording like this from here on out, just because it's easier, okay? My battery is getting low. So some people like their plantains to be a little bit golden brown, and I usually like them a little golden brown, but my husband likes them slightly blackened. Sorry if it's getting blurry and not focusing. Oh, see? A watch pot never boils over. Just started boiling. Oh, and I wasn't watching. You see that? And where my fork is special, and I am able to leave it on a pan. Alright, let's get that to stop that. Get a little steamy here. I might pour a little bit of the water off because I think I poured too much, to be honest. I don't want to water your rice. Let me do that. Alright, so you can see that I poured off some of the water, so we don't have watery rice. So our plantains are done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put all of these, I know I shouldn't leave this on the stove. Alright, so I'm just gonna dump all these in here. So that is good to go. Beautiful plantains. Alright, so now I'm gonna reglaze my pan. You can see there's not much that was left from the plantains, but sometimes it'll give some nice sweet stuff in there. I just gotta type something in for Bible study. So our pan is already hot, you see, it's red. I'm gonna pour our meat in first. So here's our meat. Already been cleaned, already been seasoned, done. All right, I have this fork. I'm gonna use it now only for this. And I do have it at a lower heat. So we'll have to keep watching our meat because we don't want it to get too tough, too dry. We don't want that. Okay, our meat is already starting to brown. Just trying to get it separated, but not all of it's separating. So I'm gonna just let it cook together. I didn't realize I got this much meat, honestly. I thought I got way less. I was gonna cook some chicken. It looks like it was all packed in together, so that's cool. Bible study is good. What has been and what is your attitude towards unfavorable things in life? Really evaluate that, guys, because you never know what God is trying to put us through. You know, like, I feel like everything happens for a reason. Sometimes we bring things on ourselves, but if God is bringing you through a situation, you need to learn from whatever is going on. You just never know if He's doing that so that you'll be prepared for a future blessing. So evaluate that, guys. I will be doing that. I waste too much time complaining and I need to stop doing that. So think about all the things that you would like to do before 2020 is over. Don't just complain about 2020. Changes can be made. Still got time. Alright, some of the meat is brown a little bit, so I'm going to allow that to sit. I wipe my stove, don't worry. Crank up this heat a little bit and keep my eye on it while I grab my charger for this phone. Got extra plantains. That is a staple in our household. We gotta have that or plantain chips. Alright, so it looks like our meat is mostly done. So we have that nice seasoning there. I'm just gonna grab our vegetables and dump them right in. And it looks like right on cue, our burrito is done, or tortilla burrito. Okay. Don't worry, like I said before, I do sanitize all my surfaces and I have sanitized my stove. And yes, that includes letting it stay wet for 10 minutes with the disinfectant, so we are good. Alright, so that, we're just gonna let that cook. Alright guys, so I've opened my beans. I'm gonna put these in here. And I have another container for my corn, which I've also opened. I have my last little bit of some complete seasoning, so I'm going to put that in both of these. And I'm going to put some garlic salt in the beans. Okay, so you see that? Hey, how's it going? Alright, and then we'll put these in our microwave because, like I said, we ain't got time to be doing all the extra stuff, okay? Alright, so I have an avocado that I'm going to use for garnishment on the side. It is a Haas avocado, so we'll just take this out of here. Spoon that right out whenever everything is ready. Alright guys, so we're gonna finish everything up. So we got our tortilla fresh from the oven. You guys can see we have this all done. I wish I could give you a better picture, but this is what I got right now. So I'm gonna take this and put it onto our tortilla here. So my husband already tasted this and is like, oh, this is nice and juicy. So I'm excited to also try and give him the bigger pieces here. Okay, and let's get our rice, which is, ooh, look at all that steam. All right, let's get our spoon for our rice. And I'm going to move this over a little bit. Sorry, we spilled some rice earlier. And I'm just going to spoon that onto my plate here. So we've got our plantains that we're going to place nicely onto the plate here. And I'm going to spoon my beans onto the plate. So some people like their beans on top of their food or on top of their rice, but we're just gonna put it to the side here. Alright, I'm gonna grab one more spoon for the corn. And like I said I was gonna do before, I've got my avocado for garnishment on the side. Got my trusty lime wedge here, which I'm going to sprinkle on pretty much everything. Just bring that like citrusy flavor out. Well, everything except the plantains, but I do love plantain chips, not gonna lie. Okay, we're gonna do our sea salt again, but only on our avocado. Sriracha, staple in the house as well. Love sriracha. Okay, I'm just gonna squirt a little bit over here because it likes to have a mind of its own. Okay. And then lastly, a little bit of spring mix. So I'm just gonna put that on top here. Some sweet Thai style sweet chili sauce. So I'll put a little bit of that on here. And then I just put a little bit of parsley on top of there. And voila, this is our final dish. So you can see we have our sweet plantains, yellow rice or Spanish rice, beans, corn, avocado, and our steak fajita taco. Enjoy your Taco Tuesday, guys!